streaming. How's it looking, Max? I heard the sigh. Are there confusions?
Well, I did up to this, and then Etienne took over because I got stuck.
That's fine. As long as Etienne is explaining. Etienne, Livino, Tio, Josh, Samuel, Ella, and son Andrew's here. Nathan is here, and Katie.
X over.
Katie's not here. Nicholas. Nicholas?
Yeah.
There. Here. Taz, Gleb, Ashley, Neha, and oh, we're all here.
Is it a KA, K5? What is it, KB? KA.
Wait, how is it H2O plus? That's what we can do this. Wait, did you already do that?
Wait, could you make the S1 point
Yeah. Wait, don't you just remove the X then?
No, you have to
just
solve
send it
for
to, like,
KB.
0?
So you do KW is KA plus KB, and it would just
But
divide
you-
by half.
Yeah.
I don't understand the question, like language wise.
Okay. A 0.25 molar solution of sulfite is prepared.
I can read it, yeah.
What would, but which is the word you're confused on? Which one needs translated?
Do they prepare it so they, because they want a 0.25 molar solution of SOP? Or do they put 0.25 molar of SOP in water and just let it happen?
The second one you said is what they always mean. That's what a molar solution will mean. No one would
But then
say,
what you get is not a 0.25 molar solution of SOP.
because it will now react. But when you make a solution, you would say, I made a 0.5 molar solution. If you were to do the other one, you would say, I prepared a solution to be at the molarity of. When you
Yeah.
make up a solution, you make
But
it.
if I make
that's not-
something,
yep.
then I mean I made the end result. And that- because if I build something, I make it.
I understand your point. I mean, if you say I made a cake, you don't say you made flour.
Yeah.
But in chemistry terms, in terms of problem terms,
But that's why I was.
I've never heard it the other way, and so it never even occurred to me that people would confuse it until I started teaching it.
Uh-huh.
Actually, wait. I mean, not everybody's right, but it is true.
I don't think we got the right answer.
That this is a real.
So this today is a quiz, like it's graded as a quiz on the test.
It's just a quiz. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 9 marks.
9 marks.
Yeah.
Is it 9? Is it 6 multiple choice, 3 long, or is it 5?
It's 2 marks and long answer and 8 questions. No, it's not 9 marks. Yeah, it's 9 marks.
So
8 questions.
8 questions and that. Wait.
2 marks and long answer.
So 8 multiple choice, 2 marks and long answer.
Yeah.
All right. Could you, JC, you could show me my grade, or is it just
Well, right now we should do this, but sure. I mean, it will not have changed substantially. I haven't entered any of the quizzes since the last mark.
This is water.
Would the last quiz, if I didn't get on it, affect my grade at all? Or
It would. I just haven't entered it in because marks aren't due, so
No, that's fine.
they're just
Alright.
sitting on zip graders.
Okay, that's fine then.
This is
Are we ready yet in the class?
Yeah, at the end.
So it's KB.
Why does that say 2 o'clock?
KW or KB?
It was 2 o'clock.
What?
It was 2 o'clock.
It's not 2 o'clock. I had a moment of panic though. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on?
Would you use KB or KW for this?
Yes. Which would you use?
I'm asking.
Class, would you use KA or KW for this?
KW. KB.
KB, KW, KB. Etienne, KB or KA or KW?
Well, depends. We're going for POH here, so you can go to PA and then convert it.
So then, wait, let me use my calculator because it has.
Who's right? It's Frank.
I'm now looking at all your equations. Half of you are wrong.
I mean, if you get an answer with those 3 numbers, that's what I get.
Where were you?
I did it yesterday and I forgot.
Oh, go help someone. That looks good.
Help me out, bro. Help me out.
That's facts.
Help me
That
out.
man knows the answers.
That's right, move.
You sure you weren't just in another class right now? How do you do this?
No, I swear to God, I just went back down.
That's awesome. To be obvious,
Man,
at Dynamax, what is it that you prepared? What is the chemical involved? No, don't look there. Look at the question. What is the chemical? So why does your equation start with HSO3?
That's fair.
There you go. I will put you on there.
Hey, we got the right
Nick,
answer.
Tio,
Yo, where's
No, we didn't.
what are you preparing?
We did.
Yo,
Wait,
yo,
sorry, you
yo,
passed
yo,
that.
we need this.
Then why does your equation start with
We
HSO3?
didn't do the math wrong.
That's right.
He did the same thing a little bit. You did. What you prepare is always your starting material.
Yeah, because this is a case, so we're trying to find it.
Because you always talk about what you brought off the shelf. So you went and got some sodium sulfite. You made it up to 0.25 molar. Depending on the question, it might be, yeah. I don't know. Well, I don't know what would be up there actually.
That is only.
But you need the right equations.
So KB
HSO3.
KB is equal to x squared.
Mmm. Cafe.
So H12
So when it says it's prepared, that means like at the end it's that.
No.
There we go.
That is always the starting material. Because you're thinking like a baker. I'm going to make a cake, and that's your end material. But a chemist would be, I'm going to prepare the thing I'm going to get off the shelf. So I will go get some sulfite, and then I will make up a 0.25 solution, and then whatever happens. So that 0.25 is always the initial value, and SO3 minus 2 is your initial.
I'm just saying, so that it's just
That is the air that
wouldn't it be x times constant?
If I said I'm going to prepare a reaction between H2 and O2, you have hydroxide reacting with HSO3. You've done it. You've done it backwards. You might
Wait. Let me just do it. It's because I'm
wrote it backwards as an equilibrium. You put that down there. You put x squared over 0.5. You did the last thing. You might be right, actually. You confused me by writing it backwards, but then corrected your mistake. So what POH?
That's a B. It's not B, it's a 6. It's a digit 6.
Yeah. See what you get. If you get a 308, then you are right. and
Actually,
you
no,
never
it's a
wrong
music
the
symbol. It's a melody.
You just wrote it backwards.
See the fun there. That's why I'm in trouble. Melody.
You divided this by 4 to get this. So you have to multiply by 4.
Yep.
I crossed out this table.
But in the end, it turns out both tables are.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I did. Well, because I was looking at theirs, and theirs was, they wrote it like you, but it was all wrong. And then I assumed in my brain you were making the same mistake, and you weren't. You just wrote it backwards and then went with it.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
man.
you're
Oh,
good.
I did my job.
And you put the initial in the right spot. So it would be as if you wrote a novel, but instead of moving left to right, you
Same
decided
answer. Same
just for
answer.
kicks and giggles to just do it the other way, but in English. Which you could do that.
We still got the same answer.
Yeah, excellent.
We wrote wrong, we started with the same answer.
Yeah, then you did what they did. When I saw your equation, didn't you have an H plus in there before though?
We did, but we started with the same answer.
Okay, so the H plus was different.
We had the wrong kind of equation, but because the process is the same.
You ended up with the right answer. And now without the H plus, you're good. Oh, hold it. Where's the? Has anybody not got an answer with a 3 and an 8 and a 0? They're still working. I'm gonna walk over here.
That's how I did it. I understand, that's how I did it. I used the data table.
What?
SO3. No, I need my.
Yeah.
Find the K and divide it from K.
And then you cannot use the straight case.
Wait, no, can I? What's the thing for K?
What's the K of SO3?
Yeah.
Is it 1 times the negative?
Yep. So it comes out to KB.
It's one of the few equations that if you actually mess up the Ka and the Kb.
Someone read me out.
The question is,
Melody.
No,
Yeah,
because
someone did it.
wanted you to go to Sean.
Oh wait, dude. Would you have to convert?
Don't think Jonathan is a fate worse than
Yes.
death.
did you?
No,
Because
the
you have
cat-
one
the
times
cat
10
is really
14. divided by 1 times 10 minus 7, which implied to me that you did, but you didn't label it KB.
You mean they're not?
No, because the KB and the KA are the same.
Yeah, for this particular case, is the only acid that I know of that's true.
You know exactly.
Just sit around.
I know zero.
Well, actually, no.
I like know the name of
No,
it.
oh, we're using.
Yeah, that, yeah, yeah.
We're using this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
So
that.
it's not funny.
Because.
Oh, you like that?
What are we gonna use? The stuff.
You guys definitely.
Yeah, that's three.
Going like, he's gonna give you a wages of your
Yeah.
You know, so this would be
So next weekend.
Next
No,
weekend?
not this weekend, next one.
instead of.
I didn't know that.
It's only because this is.
I can't believe I got a boat holder, but I didn't go anymore.
Hey, hey, you know what my job is?
Exactly.
Swim races.
It's just, the regular is just.
Okay, well, I've been bouncing.
Hey, hey, what if you want
Ooh,
to
Sonia, where's your?
It's
Hey,
not the,
keep the show, a little quick
it
shot.
hasn't been back since, how long ago? Since,
You like that.
Just checking that you filled out your ice table. Way to go.
Broadcast station for the reporters. So I just sit there and then yell at people.
To divide, we know it's gonna be -14 minus -7, which is the same thing as +9, so it'd be -14.
I still haven't repaired the other phone.
I thought you made it like a green phone.
But it could even be -6.
Speaker still works, mic doesn't work, password
It's easy to just
doesn't work.
Oh, I thought you were
It doesn't charge well.
Let's go, let's I'll be like,
Oh, I got it. I like a mixing point. Yeah,
we won last time, but still, yeah, making money off that.
Yes.
You made hard sounds, switch over.
I hit them.
Easy, easy. Easy fish.
It's weird. I know the one
Like, oh. And then you start again, you just keep taking it until you start again.
That's a good scam.
Isn't that money?
That's a money.
Oh, back. Okay.
There's 500 students, there's less than 500 days in a year. Yeah.
At 10, what did X equal?
X is equal into 1.58 times 10 to the negative.
Yo, Liverpool already.
Bowlers.
4.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
Wait, so how do you know whether it's plus or OH minus in the equation?
It's a base.
Oh, okay.
It's a base. And because it doesn't have a hydrogen, it cannot be anything else.
Okay.
If you had no idea, and you're like, you can just, it is one of the ones you can just find on the table. It might take you really
So
long.
if it was HSO3 minus 2, would be H plus
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now if you had this,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know. It could be either one. Because it could give off a hydrogen or it could receive one. And at that point, it would either be what it's reacting with, because if it's reacting with water, it could go
But
in.
the data table tell me?
It will eventually, because what you'll eventually do is compare the Ka to the Kb.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll know what it'll probably be.
Alright.
But it still can do both.
Like, you're really just and now instead of moving another one, there's a third one. Yeah. It's just,
.80, right?
2.80.
Excellent. 2 sig figs. Double check that you have 2 sig figs. All the way from the beginning. 0. Oh! We should have 3 sig figs. Hold it. But we look up the Ka, and the Ka has only 2. Two sig figs. So that means 2 sig figs. down a little bit? Or up a little bit?
Wood rating into it.
I did hear an impassioned argument while I was writing this in the word over there. Is there any more questions? Well, something about KAs and KBs or something when you were looking at what to do.
No, what's on the quiz? It's not there.
Nothing important on the quiz. Just all. Just normal. Just normal. It'll be biology 12. There is an area. You do pH in biology 12. We do a biology 12 themed biochemistry version with acids and bases of amino acids. Now for the next one. Lies. Oh, hold it. Where's that? One second. Josh, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So next up, we're going to skip that one because it's just a practice of the ones we'll go back to it as a practice. Calculate the value of Kb for a base. For the given value of Ka and its conjugate acid, we've already done this. It was implicit in the other questions that you had to know how to do this. We've already derived the equation. This is just the official KBAT for it, so just so you know where it is. In there. We got that. And then with my favorite, MI5. Calculate the value of Ka or Kb given the pH and the initial concentration. And we have actually already done a question like this, so we'll do another practice one. If you have the pH, the main thing is, what type of concentration does the pH give? H3O plus, but is it equilibrium? Is it initial? Did I say equilibrium? Equilibrium. Final. Or it is the equilibrium value. So it is the value after you've made your solution, you let it settle, and then you take the pH. When you did the titrations, you were taking the pH. That was to get that equilibrium value to calculate a Ka. So at this point, we're now at the point where we have formally done everything from your lab. You need an ice table, and then you write the Ka or Kb equation, and you solve it. And you've already done this problem, because they're all ice tables. You're good at that. So that is the equilibrium value. When they give you a concentration, as I was just talking to Tio about, so they say a 0.25 molar solution was made, that's always the initial. Because that's how chemists think. They take the stuff off the shelf, and then they make a solution of that. And then whatever happens, happens. If I made a concentration of so much hydrogen, oxygen gas, those are always the reactants. I never talk about the products. The products are the results, and you would talk about them differently. Good. Already done them, so we can just go back to doing the problem. Calculate the pH of 0.3 molar H2S solution. Begin by writing the equation for the predominant reaction. 5 works, because this is actually an exam question. I should put you into groups. Why does it go all the way down? Is this, what is that? Oh, there's something there hiding. So start, and then I will say, go to the board. find your people. Tio, you may go and make a trio out of any group you would like.
Neha's not here.
Oh, nope. Tio,
Yeah?
you're with Sonia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Niha's not here.
Yo, Ella's not here either. I'm just gonna join Sam.
Hold it. Who's not here?
Ella's-
Oh, how did I miss her in attendance?
I'm just gonna join Sam and Etienne.
I will say yes.
You'd have HS and H3.
But you must actually then go to the
Yeah.
board. Okay. I gotta redo attendance then. Ah,
Okay. Is that the question? Okay. Um,
Am I right or am I right?
no. Get that one.
Why do you do that?
The predominant reaction.
Wait, Mr. Devo,
Yeah.
are we doing the question above this?
What?
Are we doing the question above this one?
You mean
No.
that one?
That's all we have?
No.
So there was this one.
No.
We just did that table, and this is the very next question, right?
We're doing, yeah, that one, right?
Yeah.
That's the one.
That this one.
I swear it was a different one.
That was the one.
Oh, I did briefly look at the next one like this.
I thought you were showing us, yeah. it was
Sorry.
The other one.
Sorry. No, I'm not gonna tell you anymore. I'm not gonna move it
What's
anymore.
the
It'll just-
predominant reaction? Like the reaction to create H2S?
predominant means the most likely.
Okay.
So no sneaky weird things. What is it gonna be?
So,
Yeah.
K, I think K3.
And this is a
We are F block.
H S minus plus H3 plus.
And I will do attendance.
Can you find this on the sheet?
What does this say?
So, on that, do you have a calculator?
So it's gonna be.
So 0.3 times 9.1.
Ashley and Lavina, last day when Katie was here, did she leave partway through the class?
And then
She did.
Was she here to the end?
She was here
Yeah, she went to the bathroom for a bit and then she came back.
She came back and I did her attendance. But apparently she also left to soccer, so her mom told me she was absent the whole class. I'm like, pretty sure she was here.
No, she was definitely.
She was definitely here. Okay.
And now to get to pH, it's only a lot of this. So, three, 1, 7, 8. How many? 2.
Don't you need to divide this part out to get the cave?
No, because this is an acid.
Etienne? 210? 210?
Finish
No, for the appointment.
the appointment, yeah, 210 works.
Okay.
So it would be 9.0.
Well,
Can you multiply this by 0.3?
because it was a
Three.
Because that's
0.1, 3.0 to the power of eight.
Oh, yeah, you guys
It's literally says 3.7.
Is this the right answer, Mr. Newcomb?
Pardon?
Is this the right answer?
Oh, 1 second.
It's what we got.
Once you have number 1,
How can yours be better?
keep it up,
Yeah.
but go straight on to number 2.
Two.
2. Keep number 1 up, but go straight to number 2.
What? No, wait, dude. Why did we skip the other one where it's like ice?
Isn't it? Molarity.
Wait, can we erase our boards?
No, write number 1 next to them.
Why did we skip the one on page 16?
There was none on page 16.
No, there isn't.
No, there's not.
Yeah,
No, no, no.
They're both labeled number 1.
Okay.
There's 1,
Then 1.
and then there's the other one.
Wait, go up 3 pages. 4 pages. No, 3. Down. Down. No, 16. In between.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're a crazy person. Now for this one, show me your work, but you will know that you got the right answer if you got 3.78.
What is this?
There's no word. So to get from pH to there.
And then try that one.
Yeah, so POH.
No, this should be on this side. Because it only goes one way. So this has to be this one.
Yeah, it's just 2.67.
We
Yeah.
have the age, we can
2.67.
find that, because we need to just do,
So that's the concentration of
H to us equals 10 to the negative
1.38.
7.
For the second one,
And
you should have a 6
we don't even
and a
need
0
I think
and a
that's
2
with
at some point.
equilibrium. This. And then also this. Because it's a 1-to-1 ratio. And then we have to do.
Mr. Nico, what do you want us to do with the first question? Leave it or erase it?
Leave it. Well, show it to me. Once you show it to me and you have the right answer, I will take a look at it. We got 2.8.
The answer is 3.78.
3.78.
Yeah, but they're all one
Okay,
percent
so we need
Let's
to.
take
Oh, wait, that's the
Yeah.
Reverse.
So we have to.
X was 1.652.
Oh, times 10 to the
Yeah, you need a times 10 of something. Times 10 to the minus 4 or something. There you go. Yeah, so don't just drop it, but other than that, good. Now you can erase it.
Where?
If you show me you can erase it, 3.78. Do you have your left stick? Yes, you do. Log X.
Wait, where do we go?
Left to the good.
What do you want to know? I got molarity.
Negative y to the h equation.
Because you can't just go.
You got your left stick. Excellent. You're learning how to cheat at math. Well done. Okay, now you can erase it.
Because it can't be NH3 acid.
What's the KB again? So we have 1 times 10 to the
I wonder.
over what's the K?
So just equals 1.2.
10 to the negative 2.
So,
Because then we'll also
So
do
H-
that.
page 3.
What's this?
Also, Josh, I talked to my mom about like you know, the whole calorie.
Yeah, we got the top away, but
She's like, she like says that that we can talk to her about like living off of breads. Yeah. So like I don't like I got told her I'm like 13K for food. From here?
It's not gonna be the end of the world, but it's also like.
You guys know why this is a base reaction instead of
Oh, you're going from
She said that, I'm finding just a
year.
how do you know that?
So did H3S?
So,
It's the same thing.
what did you guys get in,
What?
what's the,
So this divided by the K, which is 5.6.
blended pressure? I believe it's two.
KB is 7.
Should be 0.26.
Yes, it's 5.6.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this one.
Yeah.
This squared
Alpha
Good, yeah.
minus 2.
Yeah.
Like, does that even
Oh.
make sense? 'Cause, like,
What is NH3?
NH3, well, the pH is 11.3.
No, in terms of its identity.
because I lost mine
Like
like
an acid or a
a
base?
couple months ago.
Like that.
I have a new one. And just
But it,
It's one of the most common cleaning bases we know. Yeah, and in fact, your reaction.
Oh, 11.3.
So it's a base, so if you used a Ka anywhere instead of a Kb, that would definitely come down to trouble. I don't know if that ended up happening. Well, you've got you don't know the initial. You were given a pH, right? Yeah, you're trying to find the initial. Maybe check with the other groups.
Because it's on the side.
Let's try.
Yeah, I think we should.
11.33 is what? If pH is not a concentration, so you have to turn it into a concentration. And that is the concentration of what? No, pH is the concentration of, like you
Oh,
could
wait,
turn
we
it,
did-
you could turn it, there you did it.
It's
Stop it.
okay, so
What are you doing?
I got pH.
You did, when you did 10 to the minus 11.33, you calculated the concentration of H plus.
yeah,
You're missing some, why are you missing?
that's, isn't it
What did everybody else get? What did Theo?
They got 7.6.
No.
Oh, it's that.
Yeah, that's true. But what value did
Watch,
it?
watch, watch, watch.
Okay.
What you do is you
H,
solve
not
for
PO.
P for the OH minus.
And-
then you solve
And
backwards
do you
for
have
the
your,
OH minus.
for
Then
the
you
last
need
name
to
square?
get KB. K double
Because
plus.
pH doesn't equal that.
Oh, KW equals to KA times KB. You can find the K.
H3L.
That's
Solve
H3O
for
plus.
K,
The pH is right
B,
here.
You just divide KW by KA. You get KB and then you put all the values in, so it'd be KB.
So the pH is up
equals
there.
OH minus squared.
Now you need to find OH.
It's not OH minus
So you can convert the pH to POH and do it, or in another
You know
order.
what X is? Because X is OH, so it'd be X squared over,
Yes, yeah,
another variable minus.
Thank you.
2.1. So 1 second.
0.26?
It's very rarely made, because we thought we needed tails, but you don't really. So,
You kind of
we went from POH to OH minus,
Yeah, okay.
and then that squared
Okay, so you got the POH, so you calculated that. Where's that calculation?
in my head.
14 minus,
Yeah,
11.33.
Yeah.
Don't do it all in your head.
And then,
And then you did that to OH minus.
yeah, I'm sure. And then,
Two heads. Then you put that in for the equilibrium. Yeah,
and then this is the KB.
yeah, yeah.
Multiply that over, divide by this, and then take out second.
Well, you,
We got the same thing.
yes, but you do kind of need to make, you made some assumptions and you have intuited the correct formula because you've seen it so often. But the ice table will also, like, you've assumed, which is often correct, that you can ignore x in 0.26 minus x. but that's not necessarily always the case, you do need to state it. So you're missing all of your
0.26. Oh, I got,
steps.
0.256.
What is the answer, right?
Yeah, you have to like communicate.
What is it?
The let statement, the ice table.
Yeah, where was it there?
Oh, no, because you didn't know 0.26, so you're filling it in now. What would normally go,
There you go, so we found.
well, don't erase with the back that you're scratching the board. That's not an eraser. What are you, crazy?
Way slow.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, there.
there you go.
That's the old calculation.
And so part of it is I'm a little worried that you're doing it a bit by rote, because now you automatically put X in the wrong spot, which implies that maybe you don't know. You did? I want to see a filled out ice table. Filled out ice table. Filled out.
Okay, what was the answer, right?
Where's,
Is the answer right?
where's your X value? What are you trying to figure out?
Wait,
No, you weren't. Well, what's ultimately?
The molarity of the evolution.
Where is that in here?
is the pH at equilibrium there?
Did you get that exactly?
pH is always going to be equal.
So you
Yes,
put the
X.
trying to read here.
Yeah, write it in, like, actually put, put it in.
2.56. I mean, you got something similar. I don't know
Why did you put X there?
Because that's where it should be.
Why should it be?
Because it's always there, it's just like a given, like, look at that.
He's wrong.
No, but like, it's
No,
just
no, no.
in the middle of.
What are you trying to find out? What is the
Molarity
molarity?
of
What is the where does the concentration
Oh, in
go?
the middle. Middle.
No.
Oh, it's
No.
concentration.
It's the initial concentration. That's what your X goes.
Wait, is it what?
Yeah.
Isn't it here?
Nice.
Did we just find
Oh
it?
no, are those X? At initial, what are those normally?
They're zero.
Yeah.
That's,
And that's it. And if you know what these are,
In brackets.
do you know what those are?
yeah.
Yeah, you don't need X's there. You
2
just-
point,
Oh.
2.1.
Yeah, yeah. So, start filling it out. This question, I'm starting to realize, may have been too easy in that you could do it by rote, but it doesn't actually tell me whether you understood it. I need a harder version.
But that just proves that we did it.
Sometimes through repetition, you'll just do the right method. And I don't want you to learn the right method and then apply it in the wrong spot. There you go. Yeah, it should say mine.
No,
New form stuck on number 2, for number 1, the second one.
Yes.
this is.
Yeah, the second one.
The second one. Mr. Newfeld. I got 1.78 times 10 to the power of 2.
Well, that's the KV, right?
Yeah.
Your ice table isn't filled out.
Well, because you don't need it.
Yeah, you do. For everyone, for this second one, I need to see your completed ice table. That's what I'm interested in seeing.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
one second. This is the amount of hydroxide. Do you have anything that would tell you the amount of hydroxide? Like, why are you saying I don't know? Because you seem to have written something here.
Yeah, you get it.
There you go. So where's that number?
Not at all.
Without the initial.
Well, you have to
Closest I got
I
to
don't
the
see it
answer
anywhere.
was just
10 to the minus 2.67 is what?
Okay.
And would it be an initial or equilibrium?
Equilibrium? No. Put it.
You got 0.3 minus x. Now, why do you think it's 0.3?
wait, it had
0.3.
Oh, that's just.
Oh, that's the other one.
That's
Oh,
the
okay.
other
Oh, you got x. Why do you have minus x?
Minus X.
Well, there. And
Oh.
why do you have plus x?
Because if that side's 0, then you have to
No.
add X to
If you have this, then what must that be?
that.
Right. So why do you have x? Are these
So
two
it's just
numbers
giving
the
me
same?
errors for this analysis.
These are,
Right in the actual numbers that we know.
What's 6
Yeah.
plus 6?
Well, what do we do on this side? Is this how?
It's close. You have too many x's though.
well, that just all cancels out, to be honest. It's like, if
No,
that's.
no, it does not cancel out because you know what that number is. What is that number? Well, it's you got that from this. Although your number looks a little off. That number is way too small. You have h plus is equal to
that is that.
No?
Wait,
Yo, Taz, your calculator.
Times 10 minus 12.
What's wrong with it? They just
Use
give
that,
you error
yeah,
straight.
times 10 minus 12.
They look.
Now calculate the hydroxide, put that in, and then you'll have numbers to put in there. Don't put an X by row, you have to figure where you need it. You're off, okay.
Polarity is always.
I have a question about this.
Molarity is always initial.
Like, what is the molarity of an NH3 solution?
I'll go ask.
Yeah. You have 5 minutes to finish this problem.
I
I would
make-
like to see your ice table.
I have a calculator issue.
Yeah?
It's 2.14 times 10.
Wait, Seal.
Do it slowly
Once
so
I
I
have
can see
this,
your
how do I
question.
find this?
2.14 times 10.
This?
Well, I have 2 1 times 10
Yeah.
to the negative 3.
So,
Yeah. I don't know, calculation.
maybe.
wait, what
Where is
motor
your,
do you
have for all the numbers?
where is your times
That
10?
thing nine times
That's
that
the
thing.
times 10.
Well, what motor is it?
Okay, yeah.
Is it a radians?
And we did it manually.
Hold it. Did you type
No.
times 10?
Yeah. No, we can type, we've done that as well, and it doesn't work.
2.3.
Equal to this times this, which is just a square, right? So,
Oh, yeah, we should do it.
You don't go times, you go 2.3, and that means times 10 to the x.
Oh, yeah, we don't need to.
Second question?
this here.
And then-
So H2O doesn't matter, NH3 matters.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Okay, show me, type slow.
Actually, because you're adding this, you're subtracting this over here.
No, we got the same thing stuff.
So this is actually x.
I was Andrew.
Why are you putting brackets in?
And do I
Well, I've done it without brackets, 2.14.
And then.
Oh, I see the other.
That's the negative.
That's the negative side.
Oh,
You're trying to minus in there, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Calculators can only program it a certain way, and they're not smart.
I'm so lost.
Is this your
I'm in Oregon now.
Yeah.
0.0?
Over there,
we
on
just
that
said
side.
the
Yes. You calculated the concentration of H plus, right?
Bro, I hate that.
And then you
kind of
calculate,
before.
and then you
I'm
calculate
so
from that
stupid
to
because
the
two
oh,
bullets for the exact same thing.
which is your equilibrium value.
Negative is minus. Like, what do you
Now
do?
you need to fill in all the equilibrium values, which is plus, but this one you have it equal to 0.
What time is it?
Because what value would go there?
42. We should start with
X.
Yeah. Right. And then it's just products over reactants, so it was the case. You only have one x to solve.
I think you guys are missing a zero, like at this.
They might be, but I'm more worried about the format.
Yeah.
Did you put which one, did you do the same thing?
We did our side.
What is this equal?
Oh, they might not be missing a 0. 1, 2, oh yeah, they might be.
Oh, 0 where?
Unless you have too many zeros. That was a very
X
confident
minus.
statement.
You guys are missing a zero.
Okay.
Like at 0.0.
And you got that, and then where's your final
Yeah.
calculation? Is it a 0?
Yeah, just keep it like that. You can also just.
I know you put it there, where's your
Okay,
calculation?
but we did like did it right, like.
Just to be clear, in, you can't use arrows. And this is
Just.
You have to actually write the
It was
numbers.
on.
Kim, just to be clear, when you're like doing work on paper or for exam or quiz, you do have to write the numbers in, you can't just use an arrow.
Yeah.
Okay, just as long as you
I'm
know.
not writing it.
But this is in the
Yep, no, that's why I was checking.
I know we,
X equals.
the question we skipped is the same as this one. This is the exact same.
0.26.
Well, why didn't we do it?
What are you talking about?
This one.
We didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We did.
No.
This is the exact same.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Nothing has happened. We've never skipped anything. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Okay, put everything away. Get out your calculators,
I haven't done it.
your pencils, your erasers, your data tables, everything else away. Quiz time. If you're done, if it's 1 o'clock and you're done, you may go. Should probably stop